Oh my God, these questions. I need y'all to ask questions.
They being like they be in the mornings half asleep.
Right. Okay, because I got some questions why they think it's something, I
Go ahead.
guess.
We'll carry the
Do
conversation.
you? I know, right? We'll just talk to ourselves. Nothing to see here,
Right.
people. I might as
I
well
mean,
turn
we could just get
it
off
off.
here and get back on the phone.
I know, right?
Hello?
Maybe I'll just turn the chat. Maybe I'll just turn the chat off and then they'll just
Hey,
sit here
bud.
looking like.
Hey,
Okay.
bud.
So the question is, do I accept myself as I am, or do I need to change? I love myself.
I answer.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a difficulty with it because people want to mold you into who they want you to be. But at this point in my life, I'm like, fuck you, accept me as I am. If there's something I need to work on, I'll work on it. But don't try to control me and change me just because it doesn't fit your narrative. So all in all, yes. Fuck it.
Should I exercise more? Why not? Sure, if I want to.
I don't have any more weight to lose. So no.
Oh, do I have any addictions? I am
Absolutely.
addicted to not being addicted.
We ain't gotta tell what those addictions are, do we?
Well, it's shady because it definitely names off all these different addictions, but we ain't got to do nothing. Nope.
Crack.
How do you feel overall from 1 to 10 on most days?
I'm gonna say about a 4.
With 10 being the highest? So for me, it depends. If I woke myself up, I can start off at about an 8 or a 9. If somebody woke me up, then I'm definitely down to like a 1 or a 2. And then if I have to go to work, then that really kind of shifts things again. So it depends.
Just overall.
Yeah. But it's guaranteed to be I'm at a 1 or a 2 if somebody woke me up. And it's so bad that it could even be like my husband might be kissing me goodbye.
Hmm.
And that can set me back down to a 1 or a 2 in the mornings. Just go.
Can I elaborate on that though?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if a lot of people are aware, but you create your day. If you're still living in the past, you're recreating that past every time and you're going to have those past memories. So you're actually recreating you're recreating your past every day. And I had to learn that for myself. Um, it's all about your mindset. So it honestly, it sounds cliche, but if you like, I woke up, I don't want to be up, that is your day. You be like,
It's
okay, yeah, somebody can fuck it up in the middle of the day or something can happen, but you can choose to say, this feels amazing. So can I say something else?
I
Some
guess.
people, I don't think a lot of people understand that a lot of people are addicted to pain. Do y'all understand that? You're addicted to pain. You're addicted to playing victim. You're addicted to being negative. You're addicted to just sadness and you stay stuck in it. And some people are really addicted to that because that's all they know. That's it.
Misery. But we can't talk about misery because they don't like that around here.
What the fuck you talking about? This ain't what we doing today. This ain't what we doing today.
We can't talk about misery though.
Oh,
Remember? We can't
no,
talk about
no,
oh
no,
no.
no, no,
Oh
no,
no. Oh
no,
no, no,
no,
no.
no, 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 no. I didn't get to say hi. Did I say hi to Britt?
So these questions are lame as fuck.
Honestly, do you understand what I was saying though? Like, if something feels good, you're like, no, this feels too good. Something's going to happen. Oh my God, no, this is too good to be true.
Mm-hmm. It creates like
You
a
feel me?
because it's like a conditioned behavior because we're so used to being disappointed. So when something's going good, we are looking for the disappointment. It is a form of paranoia. Yeah, because we can't understand why someone could be doing something so good when everybody else has done so many things bad. Yep. Oh my gosh. So this card says, is there a past relationship or relationships that still have an effect on me today? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It says,
Hey, Quincy.
then it says, am I still in love with someone from my past? No.
No. I'm sorry, I was responding to a text. No. No. No.
Hell no. To the no,
No,
no, no.
no, no, no.
What up, sister girl? You okay down there?
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello? T-Mobile? Hello? Can you hear me, T-Mobile?
Hey, something has changed with these updates. I'm trying to figure stuff out. Hold on.
Get your life together. You supposed to be prepared before you get in the box, Lady Blue. We ain't on that bullshit.
I gotta go get in the damn car. Is that what we doing?
You said what? Yeah.
I gotta go get in the car.
Yep, you
Oh
gotta go
no,
get in the car too.
they be done fuck around and said I was driving and shut the whole cookie operation down. I don't have
Lady
it for
Blue.
you.
Lady Blue.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, look
What's
at
up?
you. Look at her. Look, what's up, baby? What's up, man? She got them Chicago Bears.
It ain't mine, though. It ain't mine. Is that Papa Smurf?
Yep, that's him.
Hi, Papa
That's
Smurf.
him.
Julio.
Hey, Faith.
Okay.
Sis on here too. Don't get her to cuss you out. Oh, he told me, hold on. I know. Hold on. I'm finna speak to her. Excuse me. Hey, little sis. Hey, little sis.
So we're supposed to be having Q&A. D Grantham
Okay,
said
so I got a question.
okay.
Because we was talking about, let's not use the N, because I was finna say N,
Oh
get us
no.
all knocked out the box.
That's no. Right.
We ain't saying that. So, excuse me. So, if you are that person, how do you get out of it if you always negative?
Your mind has more power than you realize. Your mind can be awesome, yet it is your worst enemy at times. It's a choice. And
Definitely.
I'm guilty of it. That's why I can speak on it. Sometimes I know certain songs can lift up my mood, but I choose to go listen to that sad song. So it's a choice that we stay in
Like
it. And it sounds harsh, but it's our choice.
right. Like and when people say like, well, how do you do it? You just do it. You literally make the decision to say, I'm tired of this shit. Like I don't like this. For me, it was as easy as recognizing that I was the common denominator in all my problems. When I looked at like my past relationships, all the guys were completely different. I'm talking about how they look, how they act, where they work was different. Honey, I done had different races, it don't matter, they was different. What was the same? Me, my negative ass, me. You know what I mean? So
Me.
I had to be willing to just say, when people be like, why was you single? Oh, it's me. Like I had to start owning that and then forgiving myself for being that and just forgiving myself for doing things that I didn't know better than to do at the time. And then finally I just had to stop and say, you know what, I'm tired of this. Like I literally am, what is it, the master of my own fate? You know what I mean? Like I have complete and utter control over what goes on in my life. And I had to shut all of that down, all those negative thinking. And for me, I had to remove a lot of people from my life. Because I had a lot of no-nos. And no-no is fun. You know who no-no is. No-no got your ass. You know no-no. So I
Mm-hmm.
had a lot of no-nos in my life and they fun to kick it with. You know what I mean? but they kept bringing me all of the negative energy, and then it was easy for me to fall back into who I used to be. So I had to start branching away from those people so that way I could literally be positive and be happy for me. So I feel like if you, I mean, I'm not trying to put you on blast. You said that that's you
Go
in the chat.
ahead.
Look, no,
Blast
I'm
me.
because I don't want people to be like, because you being negative. No, but I'm just saying, like, you said that that's you. And the good thing about that is you're already admitting what you don't like. You're already being transparent to say, I don't like this trait about me. I don't like this feeling. So, next step, what are you going to do about it?
Because that's what I'm trying to learn. Because I'm always waiting for the next shoe to drop. I guess I'm afraid to get super positive because something always comes and knocks me back out.
Here's the
And then
thing,
you
you
wake up
can't stop
and do it all
any
over.
of it.
And that's the thing. So then you wake up and you do it all over again. It's like Groundhog's Day, right? Every single day, you got a whole new day to start over. So if you already expect the worst, that's fine. And I think that it's good that we're aware of the bad, right? We're aware of what could happen. But that doesn't mean like, if you keep thinking this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, you just manifested it to happen. You literally invited it into your life. So for us to say, I know this could happen, but I'm choosing to enjoy all these moments prior to, then we start to manifest the positive things in our life. And that's why I said sometimes we really have to recognize that it's us. We are unintentionally inviting negativity into our life. So you just got to stop. And when you find yourself creeping off into the negative, you have to figure out what you can immediately do to reel yourself back in.
Okay. I definitely got
But
to
don't
figure
get
it
it
out. Because it
twisted.
got to the point, huh?
I was gonna say, don't get it twisted. It's not, you're human. Everything's not going to be
Right.
constantly positive. So don't think
Mm-hmm.
that. We're all going to have our days, but to be constantly sitting in negativity, oh. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's bad. It's got to the point to where I'll say something to my husband or my kids about something they getting ready to do, and I might say, "Oh my God, okay, be careful," or "Don't do that," or something like that, or you might hurt yourself, and they'll be like, "Oh Lord, here you come with the negativity." They like hate to see me coming. Like,
It's not negativity. Like, prime example, the guys were
Fear.
downstairs watching the other day,
fear.
and when I was coming down the stairs, as soon as I turned the corner, my son looked at me and was like, "Here comes the fun police." Like, and I felt like shit, y'all. Like, so I literally sat there and did not talk to them.
I'm negative light squad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But no. So I'm saying, like, it just kind of reminded me. But I'm like, I'm not the fun police. I'm down to have fun. But like for my son, I am a work first, play second type of person. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm always hitting on him like, but did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? Because I can't have fun if we haven't handled our business first. Like, y'all know me, I'm
Okay.
very business first. But I have to sometimes remember, like, my family is not like that. They be like, forget it, let's kick it. And I'm like, we can't do that. But so it's you being cautious because you are aware of the negative side effects. Like, we're always going to be cautious. That's the mom in us. That's just the woman in us, right? Like, that's what we
Mm-hmm.
do. But like she said, you also have to understand that you got to forgive yourself.
That's
So,
where it's really stemming from. And I
right.
know why. But we can't control anything. Whatever God has planned for us, we're worrying about a future that might not even come most of the time.
And nobody ever wants to admit that. Like, that's the morbid thought about it. We were all born with an expiration date, and none of us know when it is. So we get so hell bent on worrying about tomorrow, next week, this and that we forget to feel today. We are so pressed on saying, don't do this next week, and you got to do this, and you got to do that, and all these future plans and goals, where we fail to live in the moment today. And if you know that tomorrow isn't promised, why the hell are you dealing with tomorrow? Deal with tomorrow. Deal with today, right now, like in this moment. And that's why we all have these relationship problems. We have the dysfunction with our kids, our family, stuff like that, because we're all not on the same path.
Mhm.
Like, we over here so busy thinking down the road, and they ain't even gotten a damn car yet, but we down the street. You know what I mean? So you really have to remind yourself to start to live in the moment. And even then, when you think about the worst, you know, for some people, like, they might have a fear of, I don't know, like, some people might have a fear of flying. No, that's not, I don't even think that that's a good one. Sorry, because don't look at me like that. I'm trying to think of like a good way to explain it.
Out.
It's like you have a,
I don't need his
some
negativity.
people have, I know, right? Some people have a fear of things, and it can, okay, like, you know how you see people, or maybe you don't see them, but like, there was a movie about a lady who had a fear of being outside. She could not leave her house. You know what I mean? And she literally has like this disability, this fear. It's legit that she could not leave her house. And so it stopped her from doing so much. But then I guess there was like some emergency, something happened that she forced herself out to go do something for somebody who was in need. And then it kind of helped her to see, like, I'm okay. I'm safe. You know what I mean? So it's just like we have to literally recognize what our fears are. What's the worst? You know what I mean? If you're thinking about it and you say, okay, this is the worst. Does it kill you? Nope. You know what I mean? Yeah. It may not be a good thing, or, you know, something in particular. Like, okay, prime example. If you are stressed out at work, I'm stressed out at work. I am over it. Like, I am to the point where I have told my employer that I'm just here so I can pay my bills. Like, I don't really care about none of this. I don't want to network. I don't want to do none of this. So there's somewhat of a fear of, if I quit my job, am I about to be putting this burden, this financial burden on my husband, right? So like, there's that fear. But then my husband keeps reminding me, like, so what? What's the worst? We gotta make a budget. We gotta tighten up. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, I recognize the fear, and I recognize that, you know, my income would decrease, but we are still blessed to have an income. There are still other means. Did I not start my own business? Like, so I recognize the fear. I recognize the downfall, but it doesn't necessarily have to stop or force me to be held hostage in a place I don't want to be. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I have a
Like, if
testimony
you
for
can
that this
tell
week.
somebody,
Go ahead.
hold on real quick. If you can acknowledge that this could happen, and this is the bad, right? And you can acknowledge it, you have to also be able to acknowledge that that bad is not going to take me out. So yeah, I got to get up and I got to go to work today, and I don't necessarily like this, but me getting up and going to work today ain't going to kill me. At least I got a job to go to. You see what I mean? You have to
Exactly.
figure out how to, and to remind yourself of the good. You have to be able to find the good in it, because in every bad situation, at the end of the day, there's a lesson to learn. So there's always some good in it. Sorry, cuz I know you don't like my lessons, but there's always a lesson to learn. You can find the lesson in it. You don't necessarily have to go through the dark shit. If you can see the lesson before you get there, like, I know I don't need to touch the stove because the stove is hot. I ain't got to touch it to know the damn stove is hot. I see the fire. I done already learned the lesson from when I burnt myself before. So learn the lesson,
Okay.
find the good, and keep it pushing.
I got a
All right.
testimony for you, Lady Blue.
Let's go.
I'm not comfortable sharing it. Those who know. You were one of the people privy to one of the texts. Viva was too, a couple other people.
Mm-hmm.
But I was so stressed. I've been so stressed. Obviously, people
Mm-hmm.
can see it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to front like I'm not stressed. But
Mm-hmm.
the more I stressed about a situation that was out of my control, but somewhat in my control, I found myself drained. And then I just wanted to lay there, and I was feeling depressed. And I'm like, this is not getting my situation. This is not going to help my situation. So get your ass up. You're going to get what you need, but you're not going to get it by laying in this bed. I'm not a fan of telling people to put their big girl drawers on or big boy drawers on. But however, in that moment, my situation is not going to change just by laying here. So again, it goes back to your mindset. And then my situation kind of improved. I'm still improving it, but we can't get anywhere by just staying stuck in it.
Right.
So that's my testimony for anybody that's going through something, whether it's financially, emotionally. we're supposed to feel our feelings. Don't avoid them. Just don't stay there too long, because that's
Right.
not conducive to anything. And so you pick yourself back up, you get you a plan, and you keep it moving.
Exactly. Because nothing changes if nothing changes. So if you don't like where you're at right now, you have to change where you're at right now. And if you can't, if it's something where, like, let's say you don't like your living situation. And yeah, we understand that it takes finances to get from this spot to this spot. But what you can do is start to make that plan. Because the plans don't cost nothing. So you can literally start to change your mindset, start to move differently, start to manifest. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I don't like where I'm at right now. I don't like what I'm doing right now. I don't like this job. I don't like this relationship. I don't like, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, you have to literally start to make a plan to say, okay, what am I going to do? Because even, physically moving, if you're tired of being, let's say you in a crappy relationship and you just ready to be done. Well, if you don't do that work, that's more than the physical move of the relationship, you just going to carry that on into the next relationship and the next relationship. So you have to make the plans. And it's all, to me, I feel like every single thing we do in life is all a lesson. I'm the type of person where I feel like our life is all a dress rehearsal anyway. Like, we all just here getting up, trying to, get through this thing called life. And so if I don't like how yesterday went, I'm going to do something different today. I'm going to figure out what I didn't like about yesterday, and I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to allow that in my day today.
If you do realize you made a mistake, get up and try it again. Nobody's perfect. We're going to mess up. We might slip back into that pattern of negative thinking, but catch yourself and say, okay, yep, I'm at it again. Let me try this again.
It's no different than, remember when Queen was trying to hula hoop and she got so discouraged. And we all felt that. You know what I mean? Like, I literally am over here crying because sis can't hula hoop. Why we crying? Because sis can't hula hoop, right? But because we see the bigger picture in that, the fact that sis didn't hula hoop, and as I'm telling her, like, baby, it's okay because I can't hula hoop either. Listen, the hula hoop was just symbolic of everything else going on in life too. And literally, we saw the defeat in her. And we saw that's no different than when we see like society tear us down. So yeah, we were talking literally about a hula hoop. But when we were telling her, don't quit, don't give up, do this, it ain't really had shit to do with that hula hoop. We just didn't want her to be defeated. We wanted her to get up and try again. And if she never picked up a hula hoop again, I wanted it not to be because she couldn't do it, but because she didn't want to. Right. You know what I mean? And that's a big difference, because how many things do we go through in life? It didn't work out the first time, or we didn't get it right the first time. So we just don't do it no more because we're afraid to fail. We really want to do it. Like for me, I love dancing. And in high school, I wanted to be on like the drill team. You know what I mean? But I allowed myself to get tore down from it so much that I never tried out. For not just that, for any sport. And it wasn't because I didn't want to. It was just because I didn't do something right. And so at that point I had given up. And like, that's a big regret for me, because I'm like, shit, I robbed myself of something that I actually love doing. And I can't go back and do that now. And that's how, when I saw her hula hoop, that's what I felt like. Nah, I don't care if you ever pick up that hula hoop again, sis, but it needs to be your choice not to. Not because when you did, you failed.
If I would have, as much as I got frustrated, I got to use my example of DJing. As much as I got frustrated, like, I'm never going to be able to DJ. I'm never going to be able to do this. I'm never going to get paid. If I would have stayed with that thinking and not kept going, I wouldn't have met any of you guys. Keep going. It doesn't matter. If it's for you, it's for you. But you have to put the work in too. God only helps those who help themselves.
Right.
He's not going to just magically, oh, you can do this and you can do that. It's within you, but you got to give it a try too. Keep going. I'm the peace and positivity today, Diva.
Okay. Consistency is the noose around my neck.
Huh?
I said consistency is the noose around my neck, but I'm gonna get through it. It's positivity, positivity, positivity. I'm gonna
You
get
also
through
have
it.
to
And
have a support system.
you know that you can, because look at how, let's talk about your growth. Let's pick on you for a second, right?
Guys.
How many times did you talk about, okay, you were working out in the privacy of your own home, minding your own business. Then you done accidentally came on the live one day hula hooping. Like, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, we were like, you should do this. And you're like, yeah, I've been wanting to. And we like, no, do this. And other than when No crept in and ruined a week of your life, you literally have been pushing the button publicly, working out. Where some people just don't even have that energy to be able to do that. And you literally push the button and put yourself out there every single morning. And listen, and you don't be in there negative on the treadmill like, tap the screen share. No, your ass be in there full out energy. People come in the room. I walk
Thank you.
and I can start off in the shittiest of moods. I'll come in there and you like, hey sis, I was just talking about you. Girl, and I gotta
She
turn
be in
around.
there like, welcome in.
Right. And it's so funny because the times when I'm even my low, I come in there and she'd be like, sis, I was just talking about you. Blah, blah, blah. How's she ready to rep me and I ain't even ready to rep me? Shit, what is my name again? Okay. Like,
Right.
and you don't realize how contagious that is. So then, where I might have been a no-no over here, then I come in there and all of a sudden, your smiling face is on the screen. You know what I mean? Like, I can wake up in the morning and literally I know, okay, I'm about to go see my sis. To the point where, like, when you ain't live, like, fuck wrong with you today? Like, I might text you, like, where the fuck you at? What we doing? We ain't working out today? Like, literally, you doing that sparked me to talk to the family. And what happened to us? Where was your family at? All of us was at the gym. If it wasn't for COVID, I probably couldn't even do this Wednesday live because I'd be at the gym and I'd be like, y'all, we on the bike today. Y'all, come on. Like, so, and
I actually got one of those messages today too. Somebody asked me, where have you been?
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
And
I've been looking for you in the mornings.
Right. It's like, it's so much so that there are times if she's live and you're live, honey, I got multiple devices. I'll be over here like pushing the button over here, typing over here. Listen, I'm hot everywhere. I don't care. You know what I mean? I got her in one ear, you in the other ear. I'm all messed up in the head, but we here, damn it. You know what I mean? And so that's why it's important when you are making those changes for yourself that it's not just you, it's who you have around you. And you have to tell the people around you. You know, it doesn't mean you have to get rid of everybody, but like you got a husband, you have your children, you have your, you know, your close-knit friends, family and stuff. You have to be open enough to tell them, like, there are some things about me that I'm working on and that you're going to see me making some changes. You see what I'm saying? So things that I might have allowed to happen, things that I might have done yesterday, I might not be interested in today. And you got to tell people that. Otherwise, people are going to be like, you acting funny, you being different, you being weird. And then they're going to push your buttons. They're going to test you. That's like when you tell somebody you fasting, what they do. You want to bite? No, bitch, I said I'm fasting.
That's why I said when I decide to stop smoking, I ain't telling y'all. Somebody gonna mention cigarettes.
Right.
No. Nope.
And, hey, gangsters move in silence. They move in
Yeah.
silence for a reason.
Yes.
So,
we're proud of you, Lady Blue.
100%.
I appreciate it, y'all. I appreciate that. I really do.
But
Every day I get up in the morning and I'm like, yeah, I'm not. And then
what
my
now?
husband said, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call Diva and I'm gonna tell on you that you're not getting up this morning.
Give him my number. Give him my number.
She ain't gonna do it. She ain't gonna do it.
That's okay. We friends on Facebook. I'm gonna give him my number myself. And you know it ain't no fishy business. When he be like, Diva inbox me her number.
Girl.
It ain't like that. I'm telling you on national TV, I'm gonna give your man my number so I can help him help you.
Y'all see what Dre said?
What she say?
I can't see it. I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses on, so excuse me if I missed it.
Sometimes they're just showing their card. Somebody has to go. Can I speak on that?
Too many princesses in the castle. Somebody had to go.
Somebody gotta go.
I got the castle.
So for me, I was making a video actually on TikTok today, and I was gonna say that just because I cut someone off doesn't mean I wish them any ill will, or that I have a beef with them or I'm mad with them. But once you show me who you are, it's time for you to go. It doesn't mean I'm mad at you, but thank you for showing me who you are and that you've been this way for a while. I felt it, but I couldn't prove it. But yeah, sometimes people just have to go. It doesn't mean that they're not human and they can't fuck up. But it's just the fact that they don't realize that other people can fuck up too. And they hold themselves in higher regards, like, oh, I can mess up, but you can't. So nah, you gotta go. Because nobody is perfect.
And with that higher regard, sometimes the people around us, they mean well, but they put us on a pedestal. And they don't really understand that that might not be where I am right now. I understand that you think you see my potential, but I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of today. You know what I mean? And so sometimes our loved ones, especially in relationships, will put us on a pedestal. And so now, not only are we trying to be who we want to be, but we're trying to be who they want us to be. And you have to, that's why I said you really have to be intentional with the conversations that you're having with your loved ones. Because like I can use my marriage as an example. When I started my like deep self-care journey, right? And part of that for me was being on TikTok and, you know, creating the self-care club, right? And so my husband could not understand how I was making connections, like true connections with people that I haven't even met. How the hell do I have a big friends and family, you know what I'm saying, on a screen? And so I had to get him to understand, like, this is my journey. And it doesn't have to make sense to you because it makes sense to me. You don't have to agree with my decisions on my self-care and what I want to do. However, you just have to understand that it's what I want to do. So at the time, he was going back to the gym and I didn't want to because I wanted to begin my day meditating in here, like coming into my diva den, finding my peace, right? Because that I could commit to every day because it's what I wanted to do. So when I came in here and when I went live, I had to shift what I was saying and doing when I was going live, which meant I had to cut off some of my TikTok friends for the simple fact that they weren't giving what I needed. You know what I mean? Like you can't get on screen with everybody all the time. It like we can bullshit sometimes and whatever, but like it wasn't pouring into me anymore. And so I had to shift that, but I had to really, like, me and my husband had arguments. Like I'm talking about serious arguments over me, and I realized I made this decision for me, but I didn't talk to him. I just made a decision and said, I need me time. When the door is closed, don't come knocking. Don't do this. If you hear the music, don't do this. If I'm live, don't talk to me. Like, I just got bougie as fuck. And he could not understand. All he saw was, she don't want to talk to me. She don't want me in the room. She don't want this. And I didn't see it that way because I was trying to better myself. But I was alienating him. So I had to start to tell him, this is what I'm doing. Because by me getting on here and being transparent, other people were being blessed as well. And so now that I see that I am blessing other people, I'm walking in my purpose. This is what I've always wanted to do. You know what I mean? And now I have this platform to do that. And now I have this tribe of people that I can do that with. So I had to get him to understand that and get him to, I switched up on him. Listen, it was bad. But once we started having the conversation and I had to get him to understand that it doesn't necessarily have to make sense to you, but what you have to understand is it's what I want to do. No, exactly. Where I told him, you know, if I was a vegetarian, you ain't got to quit eating meat.
I looked at me. I looked at me. What? Sorry.
No, ma'am, we got it ain't that kind of law.
That's how it was with me and Smurf when I first got on TikTok and found Kay and everybody and house party and all that stuff. And the hubby was like, okay, are you going to ever get off this thing? Now I done got him started. I'm like, but you still in K Live?
Right. Right. And it'd be real funny when he'd be like, "Hey, live, you coming?" I coming.
I just
We
mess
good.
with him now. Like, baby, what you doing? Listening to K?
Right.
And
And so
is.
and that's why I said, like, sometimes when we decide to do something different or when our patterns change, it is scary to our loved ones, because if they're so used to us doing something and then all of a sudden, like, if they're used to us being there every single time they call, every single time they need us, when we don't answer the phone, they like, what the hell going on over there? And they can't understand that. But if you're upfront and you say, hey, I might not be available because I'm changing what I'm doing. I'm doing something a little different, blah, 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 whatever, then they can expect it. It's not like, oh my God, what's happening? And they don't have to understand it. They don't have to agree with it or anything, because it's you. They just have to respect the fact that that's what you want to do.
Okay. And I feel like I took over and stopped you from doing what you want to do, and I don't want them
No,
people
this is
in
exactly what we
you.
wanted to do. This is
Oh,
this is
I
what we
tried it.
got it right. You accidentally did it. Look, you accidentally did it right.
I
You
tried to get the heat
understood.
off me. It didn't work.
Look, you understood the assignment and you didn't even know.
You learned what lesson, Melanie?
Mm-hmm. And two, another thing that you can do, why Melanie elaborates, is if you feel like when we were talking about the negativity, that, like, how you just feel like you got a cloud following you, tell those who are immediate to you, hey, this is what I'm feeling and this is what I want to change, because then maybe they can help you with that too. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'm sure if you talk to your husband, you talk to your kids and you say, hey, listen, I'm trying to uplift. I'm trying to, motivate and ask them for that. They can pour that into you. So when you don't catch yourself, they can call you on it. So,
Okay.
About the support system, you have to have the right support system. And what I mean by that is sometimes we have those friends that will allow us to be negative, that will allow us to gossip, that will allow us to just sit there instead of like, nah, this ain't what we doing today.
right.
So at the same time, when I say support system, I'm not talking about somebody that's always going to agree with you.
Not an enable system, a support.
Enabling, yep, being a crutch. Because I'll tell you right now, I have a lot of family members that are negative, and then the longer I'm around them and I'm engaging with them, I find myself being negative, talking about people on the TV and why are they doing this and why are they doing that. It's all about your environment too. So sometimes we have the ability to change our environment, sometimes we don't, but we can change how we interact with the negative people. But the support system, like, I know we all need support, but if you're not going to do anything to change it, let's use in a breakup, for example. If I'm always calling somebody talking about some shit I'm going through in my relationship, they're going to get tired of hearing that, because if I'm not changing anything, what's the point of keep talking about this? If you're going to keep going back to that person that's abusive to you, I can only help so much. I'm not going to enable you and have these conversations every time y'all break up.
Right.
So shut the fuck up or leave the person.
Right.
That's the way I feel.
And I mean,
That
even
doesn't
with,
mean you can't call people, but
right. And even with that too, on the receiving end, I had to learn, because I had a lot of friends that kept bringing that to me. And of course, I'm that person where everybody always feels like, oh, I can call and I can talk to her, and that's fine. But, like, I had to start asking people, do you want my opinion, or are you just venting? Because I had to recognize that sometimes people just need to get some shit off their chest, and that's fine. I got all day, whatever. In one ear, out the other. I don't give a damn. But because I kept having problems because I was giving my opinion and my opinion wasn't wanted. You know what I mean? So, like, I had to start asking people, are you just venting? Especially when I knew my girl would call about her boyfriend. Did my baby daddy this, my baby daddy that. Who gives a fuck, right? But I had to really start to say, like, what's up, girl? You called me to vent? And if she say, yeah, I'd be like, okay, I hear you. Dag. Okay. Well, what you gonna do? Like, Like, I would never once offer my opinion. And them calls got shorter and shorter. You know why? Because No wasn't getting the negativity she wanted from me. Because No's ass was wrong most of the time. She didn't really want to hear what I had to say. She just wanted me to agree with everything she said. And when I stopped giving that, No quit calling me. I loved it. And so I had to start asking people. And then two, you know how you have people where no matter how many times you bless them with a suggestion, they can't do it. You'd be like, oh, they'd be like, oh, I don't have no money. But like, girl, did you apply for a job? Well, I mean, no, because, well, you want to go DoorDash? No, because you want to go donate plasma? No, because listen, I got a 3-strike rule. 3 strikes. If I suggest 3 things to you in the course of that call, and none of the 3 things that I suggested blessed you, not like I know everything, but baby, if I gave you the best that I had, them 3 things, if none of them blessed you, girl, I gotta go. This damn dog out here walking the bird. Like, let me call you back, because it's not gonna go anywhere. And now at that point, here I am stressed because if you wanted to borrow money, you should have led with that shit. Because if I keep giving you suggestions on how to go get money, and you keep telling me I can't do this, I can't do that, don't do that, get off my fucking phone. That's what you could do. So,
Yes, the dog
Right,
walking the bird.
yeah, girl, the
the
dog out here
walking the
walking
bird.
the damn bird, and the bird don't even belong to me. Let me call you back.
Right.
No. We're gonna have a
Yeah, I
situation.
just see that so much once you allow people to vent, though.
But all of a
No,
sudden, you had to come in here and get your vitamin. See, you gunning to come in here and get the attention. Don't be mad at the attention you about to get. Do we got to do this right now? Oh, okay, thanks. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? He wanted some attention.
About that dog walking the bird.
We got, y'all see this? Look, I'm like, y'all see this damn dog out here walking the damn bird? Look at this. Look at the cat licking milk out the bowl.
they love to see you live. I know that. Hey, I don't have get my damn chicken nuggets back then. Shit.
And I am be intentional with my lives, y'all. I literally, my husband wasn't home yet. I called him like, hey, just want to let you know I'm about to go live. Before my son, hey, I'm about to go live. Do you need anything? You good? Like, I make sure everybody's squared away. So when that door opens and y'all see me with my head, like, I told you, motherfucker. Told you, motherfucker.
DTP.
That's why I call him the DOP, the disruptor.
One last thing I wanted to say on that is a lot of people, they get caught up in the woe is me. And so when you have a group of people,
Right.
how do I say this without saying this? Some people can't see themselves, and they'll agree with you on a lot of stuff, but some people just want a reason to have people feel bad for them constantly. They need attention. And they're not really looking to better their situation. They just want to tell you their situation without actually changing their situation, which is basically what we've all been saying.
Right.
But you have to really start looking at yourself. Yes, I have this support system, but I also know that other people have problems as well. And my problem is not bigger than their problem. My pain is not bigger than their pain. We all experience pain. We're all humans. Nobody's situation is worse than the others, even though people tell you, well, people got it worse. Well, in this moment, I'm traumatized by what I'm going through.
Right.
So you also have to be aware of yourself and to know that, yes, I want to reach out to my support system, but I also have to understand that, hey, I don't know what they're going through, that they're not telling me or they're not willing because it's none of my business. But just know that you cannot drain people just because they're offering you help, or you're going to just push that support system away from being an energy vampire, even though you don't need to be. Sometimes people are not aware that they are the energy vampire.
Right.
So I find myself apologizing to Diva if I'm going through something. I'm like, I'm sorry. She's like, no, I'll tell you. And she will.
You do.
And she will.
But if I'm not willing,
it goes both ways.
yeah, it does. But if I'm not willing to change something, why keep going to drain her? Why? It's
And
not fair.
If you're not willing to change it, or not, don't know how to change it.
You know how to change it. Google's a beautiful thing, even if you ain't got nobody to talk to. I look up the craziest shit on Google.
can do.
I do
And
too.
YouTube videos. They got free therapists everywhere.
And the other thing too is like when you do take stuff to people, you gotta. I'm gonna keep saying be intentional with why you're doing it. You know, that's like when we talk about people who walk into the lives, and I'm gonna I'm gonna use the bereavement situation as an example, cause so Kay was
Savage.
Kay was live one day, and I swear we was twerking, y'all. Okay, we was twerking. I done called all the girls to the stage because it was some money makers in the house. Okay, like we was getting it, y'all. And some lady just came in like, y'all pray for me. I'm on the way to the hospital because my mom is about to die. What? Man, so in this exact moment, you done entered the house of the sinners. Okay, all we trying to figure out is where the dollar's at, and now we gotta switch it. Like, and who are you? Like, you know what I mean? So my whole thing is, no, you know,
Read the
nobody
damn
was
room.
above praying for her, right? Yeah, and that's the thing. Nobody was above praying for her. Could everybody empathize with her? Absolutely. But now I got to get off the stage, put some clothes on, and be like, "Is you okay, baby?" No, I was just twerking in the velvet room, like. Now I gotta stop and be like, is you okay? What? First of all, I gotta stop and say, well, what's your name, baby?
Because you ain't
What's
even say
happening?
hi
Like,
first.
we don't even know. So it's like in that moment, we probably looked heartless, but we weren't. We don't know who you are. And so, what my prayer look like? Lord, could you bless her with whatever it is that she need? And I don't know her mama, but I think her mama might be sick, Lord. And like, what I'm supposed to say?
And then go
What am I
back to
supposed to
twerking.
ask Jesus for?
Go back to twerking.
Now I gotta scroll back. Look, now I gotta scroll back and say, Jesus, could you work out whatever user 12345 need? Cause I don't really know, Lord. And yeah. But she
But here's
asked her
my
for
thing. If your
30.
mother's dying, why are you on TikTok? The last thing I'm thinking about if my family member is dying is getting on TikTok and coming into a live and telling somebody that's about to happen.
Right.
What are your intentions? Pray for your damn self. Let's start with that. Because you don't know who people are praying to. They could be praying to Lucy. Why are you asking for everybody's prayers?
And I can see if you went, it would be one thing if I came to y'all, right? Like if I happen
Your
to come
family.
live with my soul tribe and say, hey y'all, you know, like our self-care chat. That is the appropriate place for me to be like, hey y'all, I'm going through a little something today. Pray for your girl, right? Because I'm with my people. And we understand that, you know what I'm saying? Normally I might not come to y'all, but today they getting it. So help me. Pray for me. You know what I mean? But like just to I don't know, just to throw yourself in the room, that's like walking in Walmart, like I'm having a bad day. Who gives a fuck? like, do you want fries with that shake? What the fuck? I don't know how to help you. Or no. Okay, here's a perfect example. If you were having a toothache, you wouldn't go to like the foot doctor and tell him about your tooth.
Shut the hell up. I'm done with you. Shut up. Shut up.
That was
Shut
the
up.
first thing that dummy said.
You might if you've been busy sucking on somebody's toes.
Like, but listen, but I'm saying you have to just like you don't go to a divorce lawyer for your bankruptcy. You don't go to, you don't go to a I don't know, an estate attorney to get married. Like you literally
Why
have to
not?
be intentional, baby.
Why not?
It's probably gonna lead in divorce. I mean, the attorney part is weird because they can definitely practice multiple things. But like, you don't want to go to the brain surgeon because your tooth hurt.
Why not?
because that's not what he specializes in. So it's a good
Well,
chance
then
that
that, because that depends on whether or not you've been.
not that
No.
brain.
Just leave it alone.
Lady Blue's name is
Just
Lady
leave.
Blue because
Lady
she
Blue.
listen. She
Your Bible.
leave you with
Get
the
your
blue.
Bible.
So she
But
just has to
listen,
please it.
listen, here's the thing though. Why do people get so upset because of what you don't allow in your house though?
Right.
Diva, what do you mean I can't smoke in your house? That's that type of vibe. What do you mean I can't smoke in your car?
Right. That's
So
what
if I lit up in your house and you told me we don't do that in here, I put it out. I respect you. It's the same thing in a live. People get mad at me because I don't play the birthday song or shout out their birthday. If I don't want you just announcing yourself, if I tell you about yourself and something that you're doing wrong, well, here's the thing. How would you ever learn if somebody doesn't call you out about something?
Exactly.
How can I say I'm setting boundaries if I won't speak up for myself just to keep people in my room to be able to like me and to have those numbers and those gifts and those cash apps?
Don't forget to smile, because now you don't allow all these people to stay and you feel some type of way, but smile. Like, and people don't understand that. Sometimes when we walk in, and not every time she's in her zone, but a lot of times she be in the zone because some shit done already rubbed her the wrong way, and she's trying not to end the life. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like people just don't understand it. And those be the main ones that be draining the shit out of you too. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad person. It just means your energy is off today and you might want to go out and come back in. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you starting to feel some sort of way or whatever, like sometimes you might need a reboot. You need an update. You need a download.
Control, Alt, Delete.
Did sis think I told her to go out and come back in?
Oh, wait, did she drop off?
Lady Blue, come back. Ma'am, come back.
I get so nervous of becoming so like cool with people on here because I've seen it one too many times where they love me until I have to put them in their place about something. That's not to say you cannot speak your mind in my life. Just don't be disrespectful and don't do something I don't like. And that applies to everybody's life. I was listening to somebody else's live and I can't stand this. They were telling them to, oh, don't worry about the comments. Just keep doing your thing. Don't let that get to you.
And here's the thing. What they were doing didn't even get to them. The fact that you made that comment got to them. Because trust me, when you are a content creator, especially when you are somebody who get 1,000 people in your damn room, you know how to handle the chat. It's very simple. You know what to do for you. So everybody can be coming in here talking about you mean, you nasty, you ugly, you this, you that. I don't give a fuck about them comments. You know the comment that pissed me off? Don't worry about it. Let it roll off your back. What the fuck you think I've been doing, bitch?
And when I say in this live, nobody was saying anything negative. And she just came out of left field, was like, don't let the comments get to you. Why do you need, you cannot tell people how to feel. You cannot tell people how to respond because that's the way they deal with something. Regardless if you like it, if you hate it, and it keeps happening, don't go to that person's live.
But if it's so easy to roll off your back, why the hell are you talking? Shut up. Let the comments roll off your back.
That's what I was just about to say. Start coming for them and see if they let it roll off their back.
My thing is it's like an epiphany today. Like if well, not really, but if you keep letting these people, they're not always trolls, they're real people. If you don't put them in their place, you might be that first person to speak up and tell them how you feel, and they learn from that. They learn that lesson. Oh, I better not do this again in somebody else's life.
Right.
Because they didn't know any better. Common sense is not common.
Shut up, Jen. Jen talking about I'm 5'2" and ain't gonna roll far. Shut up.
Your question is, when did content influencer become a career? I
can answer.
I can answer first. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's become a career because I decided fuck a 9 to 5 job. And if I could DJ at home instead of going out to a club every day or door dashing every day or going to some shitty job that makes me depressed, if I can make it work for me, I work smarter, not harder. And so the way of the world right now is everything's technology. And so I'm adapting to the world, which I'm an introvert anyway. So staying inside and not having to go outside and deal with bullshit. Yeah, I got to deal with it through my phone, but I've made it work for a year now.
Can I elaborate?
Mm-hmm.
The day people started paying for it. You pay a cable bill. That's because you want to push the button and be entertained. You pay an internet bill because when you type www, you want to be entertained. You go to concerts, you go to movies, you do all this stuff. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Is this shit not provocative enough? Like,
I think people, and I'm not saying Melanie's looking down on it, but we all know that this stuff is passing. It was MySpace, it was Black Planet. All this stuff comes and goes. But why not take advantage of it? And I feel like, not you, Melanie, but I feel like a lot of people knock it because they haven't learned how to master it. And they're really envious of the person that doesn't have to leave their door every day. Well, what's she doing all day? How can she stay home? Well, like I've asked people to help them get a better understanding. If you could stay in your home and do, what you love to do for a living instead of going out there to somebody else's job, what would you choose to do? And I had to get people to understand that instead of just sitting there like, oh, she stays on TikTok all day. No, this is my passion. And I hate going to clubs. So when people come in here asking me in a condescending way, do you ever do clubs? No, I don't want to. I've been there. I've done that. That wears me out. Breaking down your equipment, going to a club surrounded by drunk people, don't know how people are going to respond, if you're going to be hurt. No, I'm safe in my home. So usually when people ask me that, they're being condescending about, do you go to clubs and all that? No, I don't want to. I've been there. I've done that. And I'll have nothing to prove to them. There's a lot of DJs that will say, I got a real job. Well, I'm sorry you don't understand how to make TikTok work for you. I'm sorry you don't have a support system. I remain humble and I'm thankful, but this is what I chose to do. And if it fails, we just go on to the next thing.
Exactly. And I mean, COVID should have showed everybody that. You know what I mean? Like, how many employers said that, no, we can't do this job from home. You got to be here. Even though you working on a laptop. But apparently, your internet ain't secure enough. So you got to go here and do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they literally just wanted to force us all in the building from, 8 to 5, whatever. But then COVID happened. Y'all, did y'all not work from home? Like, was it frowned upon to actually leave your house if you wasn't a doctor or a nurse? Did the doctors and nurses start making home visits? Like, did we all, perish during this? No. We figured out, we evolved. And so, no, everybody is not going to be able to push the button and just go live on TikTok and make money. Now, there will be times when you can push the button and you might make a little something. You might do a little something. But just like in order for your check to pay them bills, you got to show up every single day for the 2 weeks to make the math on your check. Because if you only go on Monday, your check ain't shit on Friday. That's the same way when we push the button to go live on social media or when we're out here making videos and things like that. You have to keep doing that. And you have to consistently keep doing that over and over and over again. And it's just like anything else in your life. If you want it to grow, you have to pour into it. You have to keep showing up. And eventually you will find people who like that. Y'all see some of the weirdest shit on TikTok. I mean, and it's the weirdest shit. But guess what? I had to have stayed there and watched it in order to tell y'all the story about the shit. I literally watched them. Somebody had over 1,000 people in their room. And when I say over 1,000, it was probably like 4,000 or 5,000 people in their room. Y'all,
Diva, you got a business call? Take a business call. Give her the business number so she can we got a call-in show. Don't you got a business number?
Oh, yeah.
Call in, Tracy.
Right.
She said, wish we could do call-ins. We could do a call-in.
Yeah, the number in the bio. Come on in the room.
Ew.
Come on.
Ew.
I got
In the room.
DoorDash.
Lady Blue, you my sis, but all I see is oobies.
When you see it,
And all I see is lunch. So get them off the camera, please.
I wish I knew where you saw him at.
Divas. Yeah, one job, Tracy. One job. It's in Divas. One job.
All right, bye. No, I'm not done until 9:30. Bye.
Huh?
He thought when I called to ask him if he wanted food, it was the opening of a conversation.
Silly you. Oh, pity.
Silly rabbit. I just wanted to know
Silly
if
rabbit.
he wanted some food.
Tracy. Hello.
And Tracy know my phone number.
Tracy, don't be touched, Tracy. Jesus.
Yeah. I gotta get this chili. Cause I will tell you, I've been talking about this chili all day. And if I don't get
But
my chili, I'm shutting
Melanie,
the
I hope you don't think I was addressing that to you. And when I speak with passion, and I come off as angry, and I don't mean to come off that way. I'm just very passionate, because usually when somebody asks a question, it's not the first time it's been asked. But I didn't think it was disrespectful. And I don't want you to think I was upset by that.
And I don't think she did, because based on her comments, she was saying how she loves the innovation and how things have changed, brought in the careers.
I just want to clear it up, because I'm taking wrong a lot.
Yeah. That's because here lately you've been conditioned to think that when you speak your mind or when you say something, that is going to be received in that manner.
True.
Just a little PTSD.
Just a little bit.
A little bit, you know.
A little bit. A little bit. Tracy, where you at?
I don't know, but this is about to be a ghetto call-in show, because I'm finna call her like, did you have something to say? I'm gonna give her another minute. Like,
Can somebody pin a number?
No, it won't let us.
We can't. Not on TikTok.
I got you. I'm about to call you, ma'am. Let me push this button, get this food right. Because if I don't get my chili, you ain't gonna want to talk to me.
And after she eat the chili, you ain't gonna want to talk to her. I'm just saying.
What's a new number? Who this?
Yeah.
Oh, that damn chili. All right, so
You still in here? I don't know if the other diner is still in here. Is the other diner still in here? Diner.
That's so funny, because Tracy, I think that's your number. Tracy, I just texted you and said call me.
513. Balans. I'm at Balans. No, today's the Palace. No, they don't feed us. Cuzzo, while we waiting on this call, keep it rolling.
It's just too much shit going on. But y'all struck a nerve because, and first of all, hi y'all. Hi everybody. Let me just tell y'all, sometimes TikTok can hurt your feelings. And let me just say that I've been unemployed since January 28th. I just started going back to work, but I'm a giver. And if anybody can tell you that, DJ K Wild can tell you I'm a giver. You know, I just try to give to people that give to me. And when she gets on those turntables, I mean, she could tell you what my favorite white song is. She could tell you what my favorite Beyonce song. I'm a reward her for that. But I was on TikTok maybe 2 weeks ago, and I have this friend from Dubai, right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes she talks in her own language, and I'll give her that. You know, she could do whatever she wants. But she's African. She was talking to this African girl, and the African girl flipped up and started speaking in English. And she was like, so what do you mean she's just sitting there not doing anything? Now, let me let you know how I know she was talking about me. It was 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was trying to catch her because she's 8 hours ahead, right? Mm-hmm. And she was pissed off that I wasn't sitting there tapping the screen. I'm getting ready for work. So I could see by the expression on her face when the girl started speaking in English, like, oh, shit. And I'm like, I don't have time at 6 o'clock in the morning to sit and tap on the screen or to give gifts when you play these games. There's a time difference here. And I mean, I get it. I know for some people this is your income. This is what you do, you know, and I try and support everybody. I have my favorites on TikTok. I subscribe to 3 people. And what she doesn't see is when I subscribe, or other TikTok users, when people subscribe, that becomes a bill for us too. You know what I mean? Right. People want to make money, and we have to pay on the other end, especially if it's a monthly thing. I subscribe to 4 people now. I'm thinking about it, but she gets in these moods when I don't give gifts, I don't tap the screen. Sometimes I just want to talk, and I guess it's a fair trade. She probably feels like, well, bitch, I want to make money, and I get it, but some days I don't have it. Right. And I just when I found out that she was really talking about me, I just kind of fell back, and I just said, okay, well, she's going to have to find another favorite, because when I was giving all these gifts, when I had the money to give the gifts, and she was playing the games, and she was having these matches, you know, I was her number one person. Oh, go follow Tracy, go follow Tracy. Mm-hmm. For a minute, I couldn't get 1,000 subscribers. Now I got more than that because she was telling all these people to give. But now she don't shout me out. She don't do none of that. It's just like, when you're giving, you're up top, but when you're not giving, you're shit at the bottom. Mm-hmm. So I think it's kind of a trade-off, and it works both ways. But when you all started talking about that, I was just like, yeah, let me tell the users in, you know, other side of it. So that's just what I wanted to interject here to the conversation.
And so, sis, with that, the thing is, that's where I say, like, we got to be upfront with what we're doing and what we're saying, because, you know, when like I'm a person where I'm in people's lives, you know, I support people and things like that too. But I have to realize, like, when I go in there, if I'm going in here to be supportive, I go in there and be supportive. If I need to take something from it, I take something from it. And if somebody shows me their true colors, I just believe them and I move elsewhere. So, you know, you made a comment where sometimes you just want to go in and feel it. Well, if that's never really the vibe that you got, like, if you had to throw something on the screen for her to shout you out, then it was never about you in the first place. And the only thing that she's telling these people to do is follow the dollars. Because when we throw these gifts on the screen, when we throwing it, baby, listen, grab the gifters. That's what everybody do. And listen, when I first started, I've only been on TikTok, like, going live for a year now. When I first started, honey, let me see somebody throw some hand hearts. You my friend now. You my friend now. To the point where, listen, Kay will tell you, one night we was sitting here bored as hell, and we kept seeing them universes scroll. Kay, what we do? Everybody
we were stalking the people throwing them.
We went in there trying to follow all the universe people, because we like, listen, we trying to follow the dollars, right?
Right.
I didn't care what they had, what their content looked like, who they were, where they lived, what they was doing. I just wanted the chance to get the damn universe.
Right.
And then, you know, so that's why I'm like, when people show you who they are, and most of the time, like, if you think back now and you really look at the situation from the outside, you knew what it was when you was in there. And so it just felt good because the spotlight was on you. So it felt good. You felt like you had a friend in there. And here's the thing, now that you know, you got to forgive yourself, because you went in there with the best of intentions. You went in there with a giving heart. Don't change your giving heart. Just change who the fuck you giving to.
Amen. See, I knew you were.
I got something on that.
I ain't dropping no universes or nothing like that. But, I mean, it was because I was a sniper. I guess that's what you call them. And I was sniping at the end. And she was like, oh, go follow her. But at the end of the day, it's her making money, and it's me sick when I'm looking at my phone bill, charging all this shit to my phone bill. So I got to, you know, catch all of that and get it under control. But, you know, I'm still going to give to my fave, but she just kind of got demoted in my head when I caught her slipping talking about me.
Right. Hold on, cuz I want to add something, but I want to say this really fast. The other thing too is you have to look at, because you know that you're a giver and the world is full of takers, you have to figure out how you can still fulfill yourself giving without giving everything you got. So being a content creator and being a supporter, I understand that sometimes my gift is being there, sharing the live, tapping the screen, watching a video. Because you know what? It's not always, I can go in there and I could throw a gift and give. I can, Kay, don't get your hopes up. I could give Kay a universe. I can't because I'm a broke bitch. But I'm just saying, I could give her a universe. We're going to manifest that shit. One day I'm going to give her a universe. And, but if I could go out there and get 5 other people who can do universes, where's the blessing? My one potential universe or these 5 other universes? You know what I mean? So because you're a person that likes to give, you have to figure out, how can I give but still protect myself? So that way, when you are in a situation and the wolf reveals itself to you, you can still walk away from that knowing that, well, you know, it ain't cost me shit to tap the screen. It ain't cost me shit to share the live.
And I know who the grateful people are when you send them gifts. You know how you can just feel things through the screen, like, and I'm going to use Kay, for example. I can look at her face sometimes when she's reading the comments. I'm like, oh, she's going to go the fuck off. You know, you can just feel the mood to this. So I know who the grateful people are.
Right.
But there's some people out there that just take. How much do you make on a universe?
Not a lot. So I will say this. With anything, put it like this. We spend $1 to get 70 coins, right? If you give all 70 coins, we might make what, a quarter?
Oh, wow.
So the gifts are pretty and the gifts are fun, especially when we in matches. Listen, we all love to see them. But truth be told, and I'm going to say this, I would much rather not have seen any of them damn gifts, but seen a bunch of $1 cash apps.
Yeah.
Because for 70 roses on the screen, I don't get $1. I got a quarter. There are times when I have got off live and I will show you. It says your live earnings is 32 cents. What the fuck I'm about to do with 32 cents?
Nothing.
Like, listen, and I thought it was popping. There have been so many times, like I had a big day where I was getting race cars and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm about to be paid. I got off like, the fuck? What is this? Is there a refund button? I need to give my friends their money back. I feel bad. Like,
oh, wow.
Yeah, because we're getting, oh, shit.
Kay, want to ask me something?
How do I think?
There's a frog out there.
Okay?
There's a frog.
No, I think Kay just wanted to add to it.
Please don't jump on my foot. Yeah, give me a second. I'm just trying to get my charger safely. That's it. I just need to make it to my destination.
Okay.
We good. Okay.
Drew scared us.
That scared me. Shit. No, it was a frog.
Flight of the Bumblebee. Let me help you. She was talking about giving.
Okay, so I've been feeling bad, but I know I shouldn't, because I said I shouldn't feel bad, because if people want to support me, allow them to support me, right? But I always tell people, like, people are like, sorry, I can't do this and sorry, I can't do that. I'm not looking at who's doing something and who's not doing something. However, it can be, like I told you guys, it's frustrating when I'm doing a great ass set and everybody in the comments saying they're enjoying it, but I'm looking at my Cash App and it says $5. Again, I'm not talking to those people that I know constantly support me. They buy from the website. They send me a Cash App. They share the lives. They keep the comments moving. Whether you know it or not, those comments give me energy. That's currency to me, giving me energy. Because I've explained it to you guys this way. I'm helping you guys get through work. Who's going to help me get through work? That's my job, right? And so sometimes when I just log off without saying anything, I'm frustrated. Not that the fact that I didn't get those Cash Apps, but I'm not getting the energy. But on the flip side, some people feel entitled when they gift you. Oh, I got something from your website. Oh, I sent you a big ass gift. Oh, I sent you this.
Right.
So now I can make a request. I don't take requests unless I tell you I want you to give me a request. You're not entitled to anything because you supported me. And if you're bragging about supporting me, I don't want your support.
It's not support.
I have literally blocked someone that was getting on my nerves who was a huge gifter in the middle of him gifting me.
It's like they're entitled to the lap dance because they didn't give you big money. They want the big lap dance. Now just pay attention to me.
Right.
But it goes both ways. Like, I don't look at who can do what for me. But I also need people to recognize we are getting pimped out on this app. It's a great app, but we're getting pimped out. You, as a viewer, are getting pimped out when you send that $300 gift. You might feel uncomfortable sending me that like $300, but it's probably better because you're getting pimped out.
Just do 150.
I'm getting pimped out.
Right.
Yeah, we're not getting much for that. I'm thankful for what we do get, and they are pretty. But if it's a battle, that's one thing. But if it's just, and then you got people who have motives for why they're throwing the gifts. You have a DJ that comes in and wants to attract the crowd. We all know that trick. But sorry, homie, one rose is not going to attract people to you. Moving along. But yeah, I don't look at who can do what, and there's different forms of support. You know, I don't expect everybody to be in my live every day, especially people who have been with me since day one. Like, damn, this girl every day. You know, I don't expect everybody to be here. I don't think anybody's acting funny. Especially even if you have the money and you just don't want to give it, that's on you. So when I'm talking
and you don't have to,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, the other thing too is you don't have to explain that. So if you are normally giving and tipping, but today you can't, you don't have to say, oh, I'm sorry, I wish I could. You know what I mean? That's just like...
Well, that's just the guilt of regular people that, you know, because I do that.
But you don't have to.
You feel guilty.
But and that's the thing. But that's where I say this all the time. That's issue. That's an issue. Because here's the thing. If on her side, like using Kay for an example, right? Let's say you just couldn't really gift her today, right? If she made you feel some type of way, she didn't deserve your gift anyway. Your gift was not a present or a blessing to her. You are nobody's meal ticket. You don't owe any of the content creators anything. So the fact that you choose to give, let your gift be a gift when you can. And you know what? If you can't, like if you normally tip $5 and you ain't got it like that, but you want to do something, tip $1. I think a lot of people are scared to tip $1 because they're embarrassed. But shit, if 100 people tipped $1,
right?
Listen, she would be up $100. But people feel like, well, no, I can't do this or I want to do that. Okay, well, now that's ain't nobody blessed because shit, I mean, the dollar could have been it. You know what I mean? Like if her goal is 100, your $1 might have put her where she needed to be that day.
Don't get me wrong, I feel bad too. When I'm strapped and I go into other people's lives, I feel like I can't contribute, especially if it's a match or something. But it's just not something I'm able to do. That doesn't mean I need to leave the live. I can share to somebody that could potentially gift.
Right.
Right.
I can keep them encourage
other people.
So, I mean, I know people be like, it's not about the money. Unfortunately for me, it is. The money aspect is not what is making me be nice to you, having me enjoy seeing you in my life. That's not what I'm saying. But unfortunately, I have to say this. It is about the money with me because I've made this my income, and it's not anybody else's job to just, oh, I got to do this for Kay. At the same time, it is a business. And sharing it, I mean, honestly, we all share to the same family. But honestly, sometimes when I'm in other people's lives and I want to share it, let me share to somebody different. Because, you know, sharing to the same people, we got to get the family in her. That's cool. But sometimes it's just going down your list and just trying a different person out because you never know.
Yeah, and when you're sharing, it's the first round when I share it live, I share it to the fam. Like I share it to get the other mods in there. I share it intentionally to the people I know who are usually here. But then that second time you see me send it to 10 or more people, honey, I'll be over here scrolling trying to get to the bottom. I need the Z's and the W's today. Tomorrow I need the R's and the S's. You know what I mean? Like, I purposely choose people that I don't know. Because, like, listen, ain't nothing better than more money is new money. New money, new people. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? If those people come in and share the live to 10 people, that's 10 more people. And then if them people come share the live, that's 10 more people. So, I mean, you don't have to, that's why I said, like, you have to just reevaluate what you're gifting, because you can be a blessing more ways than opening your wallet. Sometimes you could be a bigger blessing.
I'm going to jump off. Get out of here. I was going to say this real quick, and I'm going to jump off. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'd rather just, rather than just give during her live, I'd much prefer to give, like if she says I'm getting on the road, and just say, here's some money for gas, you know, because I do think about her traveling, and especially traveling by herself, you know what I mean, and just being out there. So sometimes I would just hold money back and, you know, do gas money or something like that. Sometimes it's bigger than TikTok.
Yeah. And that's always appreciated. And that's why, like, you'll see a lot of times with content creators, like I'm going to use Kay or me for an example. When you go to our Beacons link and people be asking questions, how can I help? Listen, I'll be like, you can Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, send it by a courier pigeon. You can go buy something on Amazon. You can shop in my store. Like, I just be trying to get people to understand by any means necessary. She ain't got PayPal. I got PayPal. You can send it to me. I'm going to get it to her. She'll tell you, like, I'm going to give it to her. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's so many other ways that you can bless people. And you know what? If you show up for 100 days in a row and give $1, it's still $100. If you show up once every 100 days and give $100, it's $100. It's $100 more than what she had. It's $1 more than what she had. So that's us as individuals who have to get over the fact. That's like when you hand somebody a birthday card, and how many times have people handed you a card? You're just excited about the card. You don't even know what's in it. And they be like, it ain't much. Well, fuck it. I don't want it now. Like, because you didn't already ruin it for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, let me deal with this on my own. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's a us, because we are so busy trying to compare to what we did yesterday or what we could afford yesterday. No, you don't have to be guilty of that, because again, if you could do it, I'm sure you would. But right now you can't. So forgive yourself and still enjoy the vibe. I think a lot of people choose not to come around because they scared to show up because they can't shop. They scared to show up because they can't tip. And then at the end of the day, who got robbed? Them, because we still over here partying and kicking it in the champagne room, popping bottles that most of the time we can't afford that day. but we having fun. We turning up. You know what I mean? So that's something that you got to add to your board to work on for you. To just know that that's something that you have to overcome. And if you happen to end up in a setting like Dubai, then you have to just understand that maybe this place in Dubai is not for you. You outgrew it. It gave you what you needed for the moment, but now you've outgrown it because Dubai showed you what they really about. So keep it moving.
Well, I'm gonna let y'all go and let the next caller get in here, but thank you. Just thank you to me on TikTok.
Yes, ma'am. We love you, girl.
Love you, Tracy.
Bye.
This is not the K Wild Show, but I cannot tell you from the newbies to the day ones, I recognize all of you guys. Like, when you guys show up, It's not about the gifts, but it's just the fact that, let's say, for instance, when my headphones broke. I don't know. How long did it take to get those headphones, Diva?
Listen, you talking about from the time I put them in your hand?
Yeah.
The deal was done.
Like, I don't know. I think it took maybe an hour.
Right. An hour for me to literally. And what was funny is, before I even had time to type the text message to send out to the fam was texting me. I'm trying to text back. The fam is calling me. And I'm like, well, damn. Before I can say, hey, do anybody got anything to contribute to these? They like, boom, to the point where I'm like, well, we could buy her 2 pair now if y'all want. I mean, what y'all want to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. Like, and she had no idea. All I know is I'm like, come outside. She opened the door. I'm like, here. She like, what the hell? Bye. And to this day, she don't know who did what. because
she doesn't share that.
And we did that as a gift. And we didn't do that for the recognition. We did that because in order for her to get us through our workday, there are things that she needs. And that's why when I be in there to chat, I know people, especially new people, probably be like, Diva aggressive as hell, and is. Because listen, I need her to be live so I can get through my workday. So if she needs some beats, I'm going to start a GoFundMe for some damn beats. Or I'm going to either buy them myself or I'm going to rally the troops. You know what I mean? And we have to recognize that we are using her. So why would we frown upon her using us as well?
Using?
Yeah, listen, we exploit the hell out of you. Like, no, don't go. Stay. Come back. You gonna be on tonight? But
right.
Again, we have to make the math because if not, we're telling her that her time means nothing. And so I'm gonna say something. Don't be mad at me. But like, okay, if the math is not mathing, she will tell you, just like she says, my manager getting on me because I don't have no merch out today. Yeah, those text messages in the background be for real. If I come in there and she ain't got her shirt on, I'm like, what the fuck you doing? What is that? What do you have on? If I say her drinking out of any cup but hers and possibly mine, like so much so she's had my shirt on and I didn't even notice it. And was still asking her, where's your shirt? She's like, well, I'm wearing yours today. Why? Like, why? I have to remind her, yes, you are having fun. We are all having fun. But this is a business here. If I'm sitting here clocked in, working and listening to you in my ear, why are you not getting your money too?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where like I'll come in and I'll remind her. That's when Lady Blue was talking and doing things. We like, she like, why the hell you got to bring me in this shit again? Because I am and is. We had to remind her. Sis, don't you got a product? Why we ain't talking about your product? Push the damn button. Go get the shit out the fridge. Go get it. You know what I mean? Like we literally had to remind her. And that's important, like, because I'm that person. I am that business person. Time is money. If I had to have these arguments with my husband and fight to be on TikTok, TikTok has to make sense for me. Mm-hmm. If I'm gonna have beef with my husband, it gotta add up. Either I had to be fulfilled or my pockets needed to be filled. Like something had to fill me up that day. And so when you see the mods, and again, it's not everybody because some people don't run their business properly. But when you see like the mods around us, like in Kay's live here, we are going to make the math. There should never be a time when she has been live for 4 hours or 5 hours and she got $5 in the Cash App. Like, and it's happened. Y'all, this girl has been live for like 6 damn hours. And I'll show up and be like, Cuzzo, how's it going? She'd be like, I don't know. She'll swipe down and be like, $5. I'll be like, push the fucking button. Like, I'd be so mad for her because I'm like, push the damn button. Like, at the end of the day, if we are appreciating this, it's nothing for us to throw $1. And guess what? If I can't throw $1 today, if all week I couldn't throw $1 Friday, she got $5. If all this week, all the beginning of next week, I couldn't do nothing, when I got paid, she got paid. Like, that's my ties. Like, listen, because I show up here every day and I'm blessed from being here, from the interactions with everybody else. I got to make it make sense. So I might not be somebody who's tipping or gifting every day. But y'all see me work my ass off to make sure she's getting tips and gifts every day. That's my contribution. Even if I do, but even if I didn't ever gift her or tip or something, but I don't make myself exempt. She'll tell you I do. The most random of damn times. And it'll say some real stupid shit. Like, what was it the other day? She was talking about, I don't know, I'm out of pop. I guess I got to drink water. She had 2 cases of Dr. Pepper at the door. What else?
Hubby done penciled her in. Huh? Gas, cop, hubby done penciled you in. Gas, light, KY. Penciled you in for the monthly meal, honey.
Yeah, and I'd be like, listen, let me move some shit around. Look. Now, it only looks like a little bit right now, Cuzzo.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, this is going to fill up that collagen
We
bottle.
say pop. We say pop in the Midwest, Melanie. We say pop. We're not wrong. It's soda pop, so neither side is wrong.
Right.
You say soda, we say pop. Soda pop.
Walk around saying fizzy water.
Piss water.
Fizzy. I didn't say nothing about it. That's the Pisces in you. It is not soda. It is pop.
Pop. Pop. What you call it, Lady Blue?
Pop.
Midwest.
When 3 or no, it's normally 2 or more, but today when 3 or more looks.
Are you so fake, Jen? You from the Midwest? It's pop.
See, I ain't got time to say soda pop. That's too long. Pop.
A cold drink.
That's the one word I don't extend. Pop. It ain't no extend ever.
I caught myself saying soda. I'm like, who the hell? No, it's pop. I ain't gonna let them convert me into soda.
Right. We all right.
Right.
Persephone said it's a drink.
Nah, because if you say a drink, I'm thinking of patent
A drink.
Anything is possible. You know?
A Bacardi mixer. Who was in the live this morning?
Diva was on one.
I need to take a vote. Somebody came in the live this morning talking about what kind of mixer you got. I fucking said Bacardi. Sinister kids ass talk about Pioneer. The fuck wants a Pioneer?
I was like, oh God, Diva on.
As long as she got a Pioneer, I'm fine with a Bacardi. Thank you very much.
Oh.
I was mad.
She was on. Huh?
Dree was on one with me, and so was Rose Gold. Raise your hand.
Oh, Rose Gold too? Rosewood.
Raise your hand. They wanted Bacardi. Bacardi.
In the data? Y'all ready for happy hour? Y'all went quiet on me though. I was like, y'all fell asleep, and I just acted like I was going outside to smoke. Click.
Well, so that was what I was gonna say, but I decided to scale it back. But since you just, shame the devil.
Listen,
I would say, sometimes when shit just end abruptly, it's because the math ain't mathing. Y'all, the math ain't mathing. Wait,
I don't mean to be rude because I know a lot of the people in there do support, but sometimes I'm gonna tell you a dead giveaway when I'm bored. You see me leave the screen too many times to go smoke or whatever I do in my house. I am getting ready to go off live without a warning usually.
Can I give them
because I'm getting bored, and you can be like, "Well, DJ, you're the music. You're supposed to hype us up." My energy goes according to what's happening in the comments too.
Can I give
them? If I'm in there, I'm warning them. I'm like, look, keep this chat moving.
Listen,
I'm telling y'all, I'm warning y'all, keep the chat moving. Well, let's see this video. Go ahead.
Everybody's minds ain't worth a damn, but Kay's minds is the shit. Okay, when me and Lady Blue and anybody else who's modding at the moment, but especially with me and Lady Blue, because probably we have some sort of background on what's about to happen next. Because 9 chances out of 10, one of us done got a notification that this shit about to end. So when we start trying to tell y'all, first of all, if I start thanking y'all for being in the live like 5 times in a row.
Tell them what happens behind the scenes though.
Oh my God.
We be on Rhythm Nation and shit.
Normally, because she don't mince words. And sometimes it happen in the chat and y'all don't know no damn better. But like, if y'all just randomly see a countdown, like if my ass start by saying 5, 4, 3, get your goodbyes in. Grab the gifters on your way out the door because the club is closing. Like the doors is coming down. Or like, I mean, I don't know, like when we start pushing, and I think when I get aggressive, that is me warning y'all. I'm finna shut this whole cookie operation down. She finna push the button. I am not going to encourage her to stay. I am actually going to encourage her to go. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Exit, go. Yeah, and I used to listen, Lady Blue. How many times did we used to be nice and say last call? And then that's when everybody want to show up and show out. You know what? She's still gonna push the button because it shouldn't have took us to threaten everybody.
Exactly.
How many times did I used to turn the comment? Well, y'all's ass ain't talking anyway.
Right.
And people don't understand those comments keep this going too. So like when I'm in there, I'm not looking for attention. But y'all will see me throw 100 damn roses and TikToks alternate. And I'm going to tell y'all why I do it. Because every single time I throw one gift, it is a comment. And it makes her chat move. So if y'all see us do stuff like that, I'm literally just trying to boost her in the algorithm. I'm trying to make her chat flow. So TikTok will send more people in here because y'all ass sleep. So I got to wake people up. So now I got to throw 100 damn roses. And I don't want it to show 100. I want it to show 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So that's why you'll keep seeing us do that. Or out of nowhere, you'll see her just start a damn match. She don't feel like starting no damn match, but she got to do something to encourage people to throw some gifts or to wake the hell up. And we all competitive as hell. So as soon as she do the match, everybody got to run out and re-up because we know what this about to be. And we can't lose.
With the famous
if we lose,
the famous dude or the dancing girl.
Right. And either way,
I know I go
on
on when everybody's working, like, so I get it. But I don't.
I don't because we here. And the thing is, like, even when we're at work, if you're at work and you can't do this, and you can't share the live. I need to see if you're at work and you just listening today, I need to see your name pop up every now and again and say so-and-so shared the live to 10 or more people. That's your contribution. It is a blessing. If you can't type, tap that damn screen. Every now and then I need to look down and see Rose Gold shared the live. Ty then like the live. I need to see that. As long as I see that, I don't give a damn about the comments moving because
Go ahead.
Me? Why?
You worse than Miss K. Wow, but go ahead.
I can't go ahead because listen, I love y'all, but accountability is 9:10. Oh no, wait. Hold on. We might be good. I think I'm scheduled till 9:30. I gotta look though. I don't know you. I don't want to come over there.
I know, but she is getting a little aggressive. She was turning into K Wow for a minute. But
go off till 9:30.
We're good to 9:30. 20 minutes.
I'm just saying because when the comments, even that's why, like, when I'm like, oh, I see the VIPs are here. Show your emojis. Okay, those emojis are great because it shows that she's, she got subscribers. It makes other people want to subscribe because they have no idea what it is. It gets people to ask the questions. If I'm like, show your blue hearts. When the moderators are intentionally asking y'all to show, hey JR, when the moderators are intentionally asking y'all to throw blue hearts, or my crazy ass talk about who dancing with me, get on the dance floor, where the girls at, bring the girls to the stage. I'm trying to hype her up. And I know based on the music she playing that she hype. So if I'm saying everybody come out here and dance with me, but y'all don't throw no damn dancing emojis, she think y'all ready to slow it down. So then when she slow it down, now her energy level is drained. She ain't hype no more. It's a wrap. So it's like you almost need to really follow the moderators. And like I said, everybody's minds ain't the same. I can only speak for our circle. And if I'm asking y'all to do something, if Kay's in my life asking y'all to do something, Persephone, whoever, and there'd be some people who aren't even mods who mod. But when you start to see a pattern and somebody saying, hey, throw a blue heart. Can I get a green heart? Can everybody share the live? Can I get a power tap? Literally, those taps are great because it boosts us in the algorithm. The comments constantly moving, it boosts us in the algorithm.
But I love y'all. It just I get a little bored sometimes, and you're going to hear it in my music.
So JR, you are still doing it?
I'm going to bed, JR. I can't with you. You got enough mods? So then the How long are you staying on, JR? JR is sponsored by TikTok. It's going to be sent out to the whole TikTok.
Right. I want everybody to go over there. And I can't stay, but I'm going to pop in at least.
It's going to be shared out to the whole TikTok.
Right. He's going to take over TikTok. So I definitely want everybody to show up and support him. Even if you can't stay, like, I'm going to show up, but I have a schedule that I have to adhere to. So I can't stay. Why?
I got banned sharing his live. Somebody reported me.
And that's why
he's like, you can't send out
the same people over and over again too. Mm-hmm. That's why I said every day I pick a different letter. So that way I don't ruin the A's or the B's or the C's. Like I
wait, say that again.
You said about sharing?
Yeah.
So you know how because we're in K's live every day, we share it. And you by habit, you always share it to your top people. So I always share my top 10 because that's y'all. The people I talk to all the time. But then when I go out there to share it again, I pick a completely different letter. So I might say today I'm doing L. And I'll scroll all the way down to L people and pick people in the L's. So then tomorrow I'll say I'm doing J. Like I pick a letter every day and I don't stick with it because I don't want to keep sending the same people her live. Because if that person ain't been live, when they finally come back into their messages, all they see is your ass constantly adding, sharing her live over and over and over again. And so then we look like the extended car warranty people. Don't be that person. Yeah. And I get pissed off and I report people because I could have come in and I just ain't checked my messages in a while. And all of a sudden I see that Jane Doe shared Johnny Q's live to me 32 times. I don't want to be here and I don't want you to ever send me or anybody else a message again. You're blocked.
I got reported for that.
Yeah. And you can get blocked from sending messages. So that's why everybody go. And I mean, and as a mod, Lady Blue, that's something that we could say. We could encourage people to say, can everybody go share the live to people in the letter J? And it would be funny to kind of watch how many J names show up in the live, right? You know what I mean? So like, that's another thing that we can do to educate them and encourage them to say, hey, everybody scroll down to the W's. Invite 10 W people. And two, don't just send the invite, put a comment there. So like when she was doing the traffic jam, I was like, hey, come and join us for a traffic jam mix. In the morning, I'm like, wake up and come hang out with K Wild. And sometimes I'm like, tell them Diva sent you. So then you'll see somebody randomly come in the room like Diva sent me. I don't know you, but hi. Because I mean, we got a lot of followers now, so I don't know who the hell you are. Hi, W. Right. But so it's just different things that we can do to kind of encourage them. But also just for them to understand when the mods are saying something, like we're just trying to help the live keep going. And as a moderator, I've had conversations with her to know what she needs. And anybody who has mods, you should have had conversations with your people to explain what you need. And that's why you see all of us copying and pasting. You know what I'm saying? Like the same messages, because we know what she needs. You come into my live, you're not going to see that same thing, but you're going to see my mods say something different. You'll see us throw blue hearts in hers. You'll see them throw green hearts in mine. You know what I'm saying? You'll see us with the weights and the muscles and everything for Lady Blue. Like, we make it fit, but at the end of the day, our goal is still the same. Boost them in the algorithm, keep their names going, bring more people in. You know what I'm saying? Because it helps. It really does help. And if you share it, hold on, one more thing. And when you share it, even if that person doesn't come in right then, when they do check their messages, they'll go. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll click on the person. And if I see that their content is something that I might have been interested in, I still might just give them a follow and catch them next time.
I was just going to say, a lot of people may feel some type of way if I don't mod them. I usually don't try to just mod people. I will, but I won't, because I don't. A lot of times when you mod people, they start to feel like they have to be there. And some people, like Lady Blue used to tell me, every night she would be there. But when she felt like sitting in the cut, she'd be like, I'm sitting in the cut tonight. I don't want to make certain people mods to feel like they still can't enjoy what's going on. However, some people will accept the mod position just to gain attention in your life. Some people just want that authority. Some people, I don't know what it is, but some people don't have the right intentions when it comes to modding. And I don't look at anybody crazy because they can't make it, but I do take it personal when you get upset with me when I have to unmod you because you're no longer helping me. And what I mean by helping me, I'm now a brand. And so I've been in a room where there's been 300, and that was my problem because I started getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning going live, and I was trying, nobody was adjusted to that. So I was in there with 300 people by myself. I handled it, but I was like, closed mouths don't get fed. Y'all can start sending these cash apps. But it takes a load off of my back when I am, because if I see that there's 100 people in the room and my cash app has not been posted, oh, I'm pissed. If I see a comment that shouldn't be sitting there and I noticed it and I was in my zone and I snapped out of my zone because I knew some bullshit was going on and I noticed it and it's not muted,
somebody getting cussed out and demoted.
oh, I'm pissed.
Look, Lady Blue, we all fired.
Right.
Hey, and I like that, Dre, because some people be doing the most, trying to act like they're modding for you. Share the light, do this and that because they want you to mod them. But then you got genuine people around you that just has your back and don't need a title.
Right.
So some people need to get over themselves, mod for the right reason.
Listen,
I got excited when I first went live. I think I modded everybody that came in the room. Oh, there go Rose. Rose, you a mod? I ain't even asked permission.
But the thing is, you already had history with them. Like when I first started coming to K's live, listen, I was in there getting pissed off because I'm like, why this happening? Who is this person? And shut your ass up. And why you doing? Like I was in there mad. And then I got to know the mods. I didn't waste my time trying to get to know her. She busy. She up there pushing buttons. I don't got time to talk to her. I don't need her attention. What I used to do, Lady Blue, Lady Blue, you got any tickets? Lady Blue over there like, hell yeah, who want a ticket? And so I started putting tickets next to people. Remember that shit, Lady Blue? I used to start putting tickets next to people's names.
Yep.
Like she first class, and the person in the chat don't know no damn better. They like first class. I'm like, we riding in the first class seats. Then her ass gone by yourself. By yourself.
Don't take it the wrong way, but I missed the nightclub. It went down in the nightclub.
Yes, I do.
It was fun.
So that's not saying I don't enjoy all my new fam. But when I said it went down, there wasn't a night that the stripper pole didn't pop up. It was going down in Club K Wow. But we had to close it down. It started getting slow. Business was slow.
It was because Senator kids stopped mopping the floor.
And our bartender went MIA.
Right. It's cool. People are running, sometimes.
Room too much.
You said what?
I said the help start hanging out in the champagne room too much.
Yeah, dancing on the bar.
Because, we got our wires crossed and, we had to change the game because
Then we got a new bartender and she went MIA. I think she be back there drinking the drinks.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna say no names. She be drinking the drinks too. We ain't gonna talk about her though. We ain't gonna point nobody out. She knows who she is.
I ain't
the one
no
that be giving double shots. Yeah, that's why my alcohol count is low because she be giving double shots.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And drinking at the same damn time.
The problem is, now they done made friends with other people. So when I be trying to get Persephone and Chantel to count things, the math still don't be mad. Because I feel like be over there be like 1, 5, 6. Persephone, you forgot 2 and 3. But, I mean, listen, the truck still pulls up and delivers stuff, so we just keep it moving. But yeah, and y'all done been spoiled because y'all done had like 2 a days here lately. But unfortunately, like I'm gonna just go ahead and say, I don't feel like it be worth it for her.
Rent party.
Because I'm a firm believer in working smarter, but y'all got her working harder. And
that's the problem with me though, because I enjoy what I do. Okay, it's about the money, but sometimes it's not because I'm fully passionate about what I'm doing. And then if I get that energy and you guys are just really enjoying it, that can be a gift and a curse because I'm, like she said, I could be on for 5-6 hours and the math ain't mathing, but I'm really enjoying what I'm doing.
And that's why she
Or
got
somebody
me.
come in and say, I needed this today. And I'm like, okay, this is why I'm here.
And that's why she has me. Because I am I am their accountability partners. And so she up here having fun. Yay. So excited. Drop a cash app. Because I literally sometimes have to remind her when y'all see us in the chat and we be like, it's rent day. It's rent day. We got shit to do. Or if you know how we be telling her push the button and she keep talking and the minds be like push the button, it ain't because we got shit we need to go do. We trying to get her to go do the shit she need to go do.
Exactly.
So we are literally each other's accountability partners, but we're also trying to keep everybody else in the live accountable as well. If, like I said, if you can't financially contribute, find another way to contribute. Be a blessing in some other way.
But at the same time, I'm going to let you guys know. Lately, if it ain't math, and that's why I said I got to go pack some orders. I'm not just sitting on my ass like, oh, they didn't cash at me today. Guess what I've been doing? I've been going out there delivering people's food because I'm not too good to go out there and make money. If I have a car, I've been blessed with a car, I'm going to use that car and I'm going to go out there and DoorDash. I haven't had to do it for over a year because this has to supply me with everything I need. However, I'm not too good to say, okay, this didn't make sense today. Let me get my ass out there and hustle. So when I'm doing 2-a-days, in the middle of those 2-a-days, I'm out there driving my car into the ground. It seems easy, but stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. It wears and tears on your body. Plus, I drive road trips. That's one straight drive, though. But stop and go all day in the heat, that wears you out. But I'm telling you that to let you know that I don't just feel like, okay, it didn't work today. No, I'm gonna make it make sense.
Right. And if she get up at 6 and she go live at 6, by noon, if she only got $5, she don't have time to sit and play and hang out with us, because at that moment it is definitely no longer fun, because it is now noon and she realizes, okay, well, since I ain't catch this lunch rush, I got to go out here and catch this lunch rush. And, sometimes if she end up back on at night, mind your business, because maybe the lunch rush didn't do what it needed to do either. And so, yes, she found a way to do something that she is passionate about. Me with Self-Care Club, I found a way to get on here and do something that I'm passionate about. You know what I mean? But yes, I have the blessing of, I have a 2-person, 2-income household. I still have a full-time job that I hate, but I'm blessed that I have a full-time job, because I know some people don't. Yay, positivity. Okay, but still, for her, she has to do it. She got to get up and she got to show up and do this every single day, over and over and over again. And so that's why we protect her in the manner that we do, because we don't have time for people to be pissing her off. We know shit got to keep moving. And somebody said we be getting rid of them with the quickness. We have to. Because if we don't got no job no more. And B, if we don't, y'all ain't gonna have no live no more, which means we ain't got no job no more. So we are literally very, very trained to know that as soon as we see the comment, there's a chance that we saw it before she would even see it, and it has to go. So there's a lot of times when we have gotten rid of something, y'all will see this and she will go like this. She don't know what was said. She just knows that it's gone. And it's almost funny to watch when we do block or mute somebody, to watch her eyes go to the top, to scroll over, and then for her to be like, blind to the bullshit, because she trusts us to know that we are not just getting rid of the wrong stuff. Accidents happen sometimes, but for the most, we do it because we're protecting her, because we recognize that this is a business. Even though it's not everybody's business, this is her business. And we respect her business. We respect her brand. And at the end of the day, we're her biggest fans. So we want her to keep doing what she's doing. Right. So.
And her likes don't always reflect how long she's been on. If you sitting there, you jam into a twerk song, tap to the beat.
Right. And that makes it fun. You know what I mean? Like, literally, I be over there and I just be tapping to the beat, like, I be in work meetings, and that's where people kill me because they be like, well, I'm at work. But you talking to Jane and John, so apparently you can text while you at work. And even when I'm in work meetings and I'm processing, and I could be the only one at work processing that day. You know what? I'm over there like, I be typing with one hand sometimes.
Make that finger work.
They ain't just for counting. But yeah, so I mean, it's like, but figure out how you can do it. And if you can't text, if you got to lay the phone down, anytime you pick it up and you look down, share it to 10 more people and then put the phone back down. That's all you got to do.
Share it to the people you in the office with. Tell them, look, get on here and donate $1.
Right. And that'd be the worst when they be like, we got you on the loudspeaker at work. And I be texting her in the background. Okay, what do I say? Oh, go ahead and tell them to run that Cash App then. Because, see, they can't hear me if they on the loudspeaker at work, but they can hear her.
No, Rose Gold, I hate when they tell me don't go, but don't offer a damn thing. They ain't shared the live. They ain't sent the rose. They ain't sent $1. I don't want you to go, well, Alexa.
And be mad
and then be talking shit.
Then mad when you be like, my rate is $100 an hour. And she done already been live for 6 hours. And you want her to stay live for 6 more damn hours, but ain't did nothing. Like, can you help us with one of the hours? No. Well, sit down and shut up. Sit in the back.
Okay.
Get in the back. Have several seats.
No, they probably think, well, how is she charging $100+ an hour? She stay on TikTok and she ain't making that much money because I control it. If I'm doing your event, you have control over what I'm doing at your event. So there's a difference. And I choose when I can get on and get off on TikTok. However, if you're paying me, I have to show up when you're ready for me to show up.
You choose when you get on and get off on TikTok.
Shut the fuck up.
We're gonna end it on that note. K Wild chooses when she gets on and off on TikTok.
I'm gonna say again, I didn't mean to turn this into K Wild. That was I appreciate all of you. I really do. I don't care how long you've been with me.
Mm-hmm.
Family is family. I just hope to God I don't have to see no more people go. Because they've been dropping off like flies. And that's all right, because God showed me that. I already knew that was coming. It's hard to deal with.
That's because you asked for it. Let's talk about
it. I did ask for that. God, please remove people from my life that are not good for me. And they just start. And I saw the black snake.
Okay. And wait a minute. Did Big Brother just set the mood? He said,
huh?
Look at the lights behind Lady Blue.
Oh.
Bro just set the mood. She was
Blue light
all of a sudden he said, it's time to go. It's time to go.
We in the blue room.
Wrap it up,
And on that note, we finna end this. We love y'all. She got something to go do.
Apparently.
You
over here choosing when you getting on and off. So, I mean, figure it out.
He wants her to get off TikTok. blue room. Yep.
In the blue
Even though
room.
JR is not in here. Of course, JR comes in. JR is busy too, so he comes when he can. I go to his when I can, and we don't think nothing of it. But if you can go support him, please do. He is the most humble, awesome guy.
Right,
and he's also a friend.
And he's funny as hell, y'all. If y'all really he's funny as hell.
He is.
Like he is a great entertainer, y'all. And he's a sweetheart. Like he is. He's just a sweetheart. So I think he's live. Is he live now?
Go check for him. He said 8:30 Central, so isn't 8? Aren't you Central, Lady Blue?
Mm-hmm.
So 8:30 Central. Yeah. He should be live.
Yeah, I'm about to get in trouble. Yeah, everybody go to JR's live. I gotta end abruptly because I'm 3 minutes late and I gotta be accountable. So
thank you, Diva. Love you.
Love
guys.
you all.
Love you.
Love you all.
Bye, guys. Love you. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for being here. And go to JR Saxophonic now. Hurry up. Go.